saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Daddy say go, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showed off his pass rush repertoire that time. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked. One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuckle rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Here's Brad Robbins now. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Gun.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Burrow from his own end zone. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle, thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals.
Long shirt. What are you doing?
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
12, 180. Now the first carry here for the running back. Noah Nip taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in.
Yes, sir.
Cincinnati score. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Saints 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gets around him. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. throw there, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, it still looks a lot like his rookie year.
40 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. Now third down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Burrow now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the arc. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki laying himself out in the end zone as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the leaves your hands.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now a 2nd and 10. 16, and the drive will continue. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 6. Touchdown! Chris Olave, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake, going for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play gets them right back up to that level.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. At the 36-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look upwind. They're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the Bengals' 28-yard line.
Second and 11. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
11 empty.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 9. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Can. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
11 empty. Hey.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. 20. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Trey Palmer from 21 yards away. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
That's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
11 mighty. Stop.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second and 9.
11 MT. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Saints first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the
On 1, ready?
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8.
11. Good set. Stop.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They can. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A nice little juke. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now inside the 25, Chris Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Saints 23.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands.
My bad, long shirt. Nah, I ain't got that. Nothing said after this. Probably gonna hop off for a little bit and hop back on.
Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers,
That's
baby.
like, I mean, I gotta.
They don't lie.
Here we go.
Yeah, nah, I don't think I'm gonna have that.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Wake up.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
What the hell?
Take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. McPherson now for the extra point.
kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, wow.
Nice move. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
The Saints take over.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
I bumped him.
This is caught. It's
That's
caught.
on me. I bumped
And he
him.
doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one.
That's another Saints first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer.
The Saints will line
They'll
up
try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bengals 52. Saints 29.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the 13-yard line.
Taken down by Pete
1 yard
Warner.
gain. Brings
I
up
like it. I
second
like the
and
call.
9.
Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 9.
11. Here we go. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
That should have been a touchdown. GG's, man. GG's. All right, check out our stats real quick. 349, 3 touchdowns. Only had 3 carries. Only dealing with balling though. 186, 2 touchdowns from Ocho Cinco. Really need to get Jamar going. Hey man, definitely a GG. Good start to the season, you know. So all right, long shirt. yeah, I'm in the stream right now. Eat me some dinner and whatnot, and then I'm gonna hop back on in a little bit. So as always, you already know I appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Peace.